Hi, I am Markus Schulz, and you are watching Neon Owl.
Hey everybody, it's Kim, Miss Jade, here with Markus Schulz on the Groove Cruise Miami. How's it going?
Amazing.
Good.
I mean, this is one of my favorite times of the year when we do the Groove Cruise, because you just hang out. I mean, I come on, a lot of guys come on and they'll do their show and then they'll leave, but I stay on the whole 4 days. And it's like a mini vacation, and it's so much fun just hanging out with all the people. And you know, I played last night till 5 a.m. and then to see everybody at breakfast. Yeah, to see everybody at breakfast afterwards. You know, it's kind of cool. This is, like I said, it's really for me. It's a lot of fun just to be able to hang out with all the party people.
Right.
And you know, tonight I have off, so I'm going to be in the crowd with everybody.
Good. We'll be in the front, just like raging it out.
I'll be right next to you. I'll be right next to you.
All right, good deal. So I was actually just at your listening party, which was absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Talk about Dakota and kind of the process that you've gone through, and sort of what's the inspiration behind this latest release.
Well, the Dakota project is some of the deeper, darker stuff that I'm making, and the first two albums were 2009 and 2012, something like that. So it's been quite a while. But I wanted to resurrect it, the Dakota project, because I finished the Watch the World album, late last year, 2015. I mean, and I just started, to be honest with you, all this stuff that's going on in the world just kind of put me in this kind of not dark place, but it put me in a place where I really wanted to do something that was more spiritual, more, I guess more human.
Right.
And so I started on this project. It's called The Nine Skies, and it's about the 9 steps that we go through in life to enlightenment. And I tell you what was crazy about this project was I don't know if you've noticed, but I just stopped doing social media 3-4 months ago, and I just wanted to search myself. And I just, kind of locked myself in the studio. I've been doing shows, touring, but I've just been in the hotel rooms working on this project, and then I would, go do the show and then come back and work on it some more. So, it's just a project that I just felt like I wanted to do because, after you've done so much, I said, what's next? And it was to do something for my legacy. And that's something deeper, something that kind of fits, the feelings that we're all kind of going through right now with, all the shit that's going on in the world.
Right. And I thought it was really inspirational that, you came from a not wealthy background.
Wow.
And, you think about everybody who maybe they're in a spot where they're just kind of working a day-to-day job, trying to figure it out. It's like,
I get a lot of people that come up to me and they'll tell me, I had the darkest times a couple of months ago, and and they'll list off stuff that has happened to them, and I just I hug them because I know I've lived it. It was rough, for me when I was young and growing up, and even the beginning of my career before things started happening. So I totally get it, and when I get messages or people tell me stuff like that, it makes me feel good because it's all about leaving a legacy, right? Because it's like the butterfly effect, right? Helping one person or touching one person can make a big difference in the world. So it's pretty touching for me as well.
Yeah, so thinking about your life and everything you have in it, what is the one thing that you're most grateful for?
You know what? I'll tell you. I'm grateful for, I don't say this a lot, but I'm grateful for my stepfather. My stepfather was in the U.S. Army, 35 years, and my real father is an artist. And so he's kind of a free spirit and everything. But my stepfather, military, we were like oil and water growing up. We did not get along, but he instilled in me discipline. And from that discipline, because I've met some amazingly talented artists who just can't get it together because they're just not disciplined, and that discipline is what really, it's a big step, it's something that I'm really grateful for, that the discipline was instilled in me a long time ago, and that's really one of the most important things, I think.
What's one piece of advice that you could give to somebody who...
Other than be disciplined.
Yes, be disciplined. Other than that, what's another good piece of advice that you would offer?
Well, you know what? I think, first of all, musically, we're at a time where, you know, we've been through it all, we've seen it all. You know, I don't know how many times we can hear somebody yell, "Put your fucking hands up." You know, it's like...
You're going to do it again,
my,
right?
my arms are tired. I'm tired of it, you know. But I think the thing is you have to look at something deeper. You know, and at the stage that I'm at in my career right now is about legacy. You know, and that's, I think, my biggest advice is just work on your legacy right at the beginning, because some people get one opportunity and then that's it. You know, and it's important that that one moment you make it, you do something that makes a difference.
So obviously you have a lot of fans and followers. One question that actually does come up a lot is, you know, with the new World Punx sound that you did with Ferry Corsten, whether or not you're going to be doing something else in the future, or...
Yeah, Ferry's working on his... Well, first of all, Ferry's my best friend in the music industry. I mean, you know, we text each other. He asked me, "How's the Groove Cruise?" And I'm like telling him, we're crazy like that. So, but he's working on his album right now, and I'm working on the Dakota project. So we're really focused on that. Maybe in 2018 we might do something again. We're talking about it, but 2017 we're dedicating to you know, Dakota and his artist album. But at the same time, you know, Ferry and I play the same event, a lot of the same events. You never know, an after party, we'll just like crash the after party and play back-to-back sets. You know, when you're good friends like that, you just, yeah, exactly. When you're friends like that, it's like we do it. We started the project for fun, you know, and then it got a little serious. You know, a lot of you know, people wanted the show and things like that. So it's kind of nice to take a step back and focus on, and me be able to, you know, I'm one of Ferry's biggest fans, you know, and it's nice to take a step back and say, all right, Ferry, you know, blow my mind, do it, you know, and so I'm sure in the future that you'll see stuff, but yeah, like I said, 2017, we're focused on individual projects.
Okay. Well, obviously, we have a lot of fun listening to you and dancing and being all crazy. One thing, though, for us at Neon Owl is that we like giving back to the community. We're focused on the charity aspect of it. And so we've worked with other artists such as Nifra, you know, Andrew Rayel, and we basically help to build walls in third world countries with the proceeds that we get from our Dance Give charity, Dance Give Inspired charity line. So are there any causes that are close to you?
Education. I mean, I really feel that I've traveled the world and I've seen firsthand how education can make a difference. So I've really, like, I'd say in the last couple of years, started trying to figure out how I can make a difference with that. You know, it's funny because I had an opportunity 2 times to do a keynote address at Yale University. Some of the most brightest students. But, you know, you can just see how people they were thirsty for knowledge. You know, when I was talking, they were just taking it all in. But you see that same thirst for knowledge in places where they don't have the education system that we're so lucky to have, you know, in the USA and Europe, and, you know, and you see that thirst for knowledge. So it's just a matter of trying to help the people that are thirsty for it, and I think that's what, you know, one of my causes that I'm really kind of focusing on. That's amazing.
So obviously we're on Groove Cruise. What is the one thing that you love about it?
I love the fact to be able to just hang out with the fans, you know. It's almost like market research. I get to hang out. I saw you eyeing the crowd earlier. Like, who's digging this? Who's not liking it? So that was pretty cool. No, and it's great to just kind of hang out with people, and you hear people come up to you and say, "I heard you. I went to this set, and it was the, you know," and you, wow, really? Like that set? Wow! And you really get an idea of what people are connecting to, you know, and you know, I meet so many people who've been to many of the shows, and they will just, like I said, tell me a story about one of the shows, and you get the perspective from the other side of it, talking to them and just hanging out with them. So for me, this is this is great. This is why I stay on the ship all 4 days. You know, some of the guys, they come in, they do their show, and then they fly back out. But I'm here all 4 days, partying, hanging out with people. So
yeah, this is my 4th Groove Cruise, so it's GC fam for me all day. All right, well, I think that's all the time we've got. I gotta get out there. I want to see you later. So thanks, guys.
Thank you, Neon Owl.